All right, what's up, y'all? This is Jordan Davis. Thank you all so much for tuning into the JD Speaks audio experience. Look, at this point, I have no clue what this is supposed to be. I don't know if this is going to turn into a podcast. I don't know if I'm just going to keep this as a YouTube series, but this has really been helping people. So I definitely want to put this kind of audio-only content out more. Now, this particular episode is very special because it talks about the art of public speaking and how to become a better public speaker. This is a question that I get all the time, and I've accumulated a compilation of videos where I talk about how to become a better speaker. Public speaking is the number one fear amongst humans. It's not death, it's not being lonely. Public speaking is the number one fear in the world, and I really want to help people get over that fear and to become better speakers. Now, this video is broken into 4 main parts. The first step in becoming a great public speaker is developing your message, right? The second part in becoming a better public speaker is finding your speaking voice. The third part is overcoming the fear of speaking. And then the fourth part is getting your reps in and finding opportunities to speak in front of audiences. Guys, this is 4 separate videos that I put into a compilation. Again, the first step, developing your message. The second step, finding your speaking voice. The third step is overcoming the fear of speaking. And then lastly, getting those reps in and finding opportunities to speak in front of audiences. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this audio clip, and I hope that you take my points and hear them in detail. So just little things like that, but it starts with actually getting up, like standing up and speaking as if you're speaking to an audience. You actually have to practice speaking and not just internalize it in your mind. So.
Can I add something to that?
Sure, yes.
One of the other things too, because I work with a lot of, let me just say I'm speaking to you. I work with a lot of public speakers. You definitely have to start off with a message. Know what it is that you're trying to speak about. You have to have something to talk about.
Right.
As a motivational speaker, you have to find whatever that message is, that passion behind your message that can relate and tap into the human element, just like you guys felt his passion and his energy in what he was talking about. You guys found some sort of relationship with the motivational speaker. So find that message and what it is that you want to talk about, and then, like you said, practice upon it. Research other folks who is doing that type of message and see how your personality fits within that.
And I would say along with that, you have to, in order to be a really effective speaker, it is best to know the content like the back of your hand. Like you have to know, like she said, what you're talking about. So like this is my personal life. Like I didn't have to do like a whole lot of like memorization, like reading through notes in order to do it. Now, when I competed it for FBLA, I had a memorized speech, and of course I had to memorize it like almost word for word because I had to make that 5-minute mark for the competition. But as far as what I speak about now, it's my story. So like I know it and I can be able to recite it. So once you know the message and like you have it in like by heart, that allows you to like, it cuts out the memorization piece, because a lot of people, they get stumbled up because they try to remember it word for word and then they come up and then they forget, what they tried to remember. So. Question?
Hey, hi. I'm Kara.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Jordan, yeah.
I was gonna ask about like talking. I love talking, but I cannot talk to like big groups. Like what you just, I could never do that. Like I could talk to you like all day, like about anything. But like tips, tricks, like how do you talk to large groups of people?
It's about practicing like the art of speaking, and then knowing your craft. So I've done like a lot of practice. Like I literally like pace my room at night and like speak out loud, like I'm speaking to you guys, like just as loud, just as energetic, so that when I come in here, I'm just doing the exact same thing. So people think all the time when you're a speaker, like you have to be this big, energetic like person. Like you don't have to. Like there's people who, have a soft voice, but they're still an effective speaker. There are people that talk slower, that talk faster. Like you don't have to be this super dynamic speaker. As long as you are able to efficiently, convey your message to somebody, you're a speaker. And a part of that is finding your voice. So you just keep practicing in your room. Record yourself as well. Like that's something that I had to get over, because I hate hearing, like everybody hates hearing themselves, but like you have to get over that hump though. It's like, somebody that plays sports and they don't watch film on themselves. Like if you're an athlete, you gotta watch film on yourself. So so I would just get up in my room, literally pace my room and practice speaking and see how my speaking voice sounds. Record yourself and kind of just audit yourself. And then as far as your message, I don't trip up here because this is my life. Like you see how passionate I am, because this is stuff that I've actually been through. So there's no like rehearsal. I'm not like reading off of a paper
like,
trying to remember.
You're like it's not really memorized. It's just like your story. It's So like then, have you done like things where you're talking about stuff like not like so as much personal, but not kind of memorization, not exactly memorization?
I use a lot of analogies, so I had to remember how to tie in the analogies. Even with like the Martin Luther King and Harriet Tubman, I had to remember like the 300 slaves and stuff like that. But you know, like that comes with practice as well. So I literally will spend 30 minutes to an hour just going over that part over and over again to make sure that my delivery is on point, that the statistics are right. It really just comes with practice, knowing your voice, and then knowing the things that you're talking about. And you'll become more confident once you practice both of those. And recording yourself, record yourself and listen. It is going to hurt. It's not going to feel good, but you have to do it. Yeah, so.
Thank
you got it.
I
You're
really
welcome.
appreciate it.
Do you actually want to, do you want to become a speaker?
No, I just I love talking to people and I'm like passionate about like stuff and like I love listening to speakers. Like I'm always was sending people like, oh my gosh, someone did this speech. This was like amazing. Like listen to this. Like wow. Like I love listening to how people are able to convey ideas and get their point across.
It's amazing.
And it's like, wow, I want to be able to do that. I don't want to be a speaker per se, but just be able to convey ideas to groups of people in an effective method.
Right. And when it's time to get up there, you're ready.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's great. Sure.
So tomorrow I'm doing a speech today.
Okay.
And I never did a public speaking before.
Really?
Only presentation in the classroom. I never did front of this huge group. So most of the problems I have, when I stand, I just get so nervous. So I say something wrong, and sometimes I start to forget things. So what should I have?
Have you practiced speaking already? Have you practiced it in front of somebody yet?
I did a lot, and I can't say it right now. But once I just stand, I just forget. Do you have any idea?
Now, what are you speaking about?
I'm telling them that they should vote for me to be vice president and telling about myself. So
Well, that's easy because it's about yourself. You're not memorizing, information that you researched or anything like that. This is about you. This is about your experience. I would just say practice tonight and just think about what you want to say, because I feel like we focus too much on the opinions in the room. I messed up. I fumbled up several times up here. When I was doing the Serena Williams thing, I was trying to get past it. I couldn't get past it. But once you just focus on the content, what you have to actually say, it'll be better. So it sounds easier than it really is, but a day in advance, you just gotta focus on the message. So focus on what you want to talk about. Again, it starts with, like you said, it starts with the message. So do you already have how long is the speech?
It's it should be max 3 minutes. Mine is 2 minutes, 10.5 seconds.
Oh, okay, that's not bad at all. Yeah, so a few minutes, just talk about yourself.
About me and my experience, and then at the end, I'm telling them to vote for me. I switched because I want it to be different. I don't want to start
Exactly,
so
that's good.
I did that. I did switch it. Is that a good idea?
Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah, that's definitely good. You definitely don't want to, do everything that everybody else is doing. Again, with the confidence piece, once you differentiate yourself and people see that, and that's how, you build your confidence too. You're yo, I'm doing something different. They're going to come out all basic. I'm going to come out with this. You just, get excited about it. It shouldn't be something that, you're scared about or that you keep thinking about. You should be excited to get up there and talk about yourself. And there's only 2 minutes. That 2 minutes is going to fly by, man. So yeah, good luck with everything, definitely.
Public speaking. I like speaking. We have a little tele-video thing where we do the announcements.
Yeah.
We love that. We go in the mornings, we read off the teleprompter, and I used to help at a school. I used to do math club. I did a whole bunch of other clubs, talking to kids and just talking in general. I enjoy it. It's what I want to do. Maybe not as a career, but I don't know, maybe.
And it's definitely something, and with starting any business, that doesn't have to be your lifeblood. You can invest in it to a point where it could be your side thing. So me right now, I'm in school as a communication major with a minor in marketing. I just told the young lady right here, I plan on becoming a communication professor. So professing is another way of speaking. You're standing up in front of a class and you're using your gift to speak. So you might find a love for teaching. You might find a love for broadcasting. Like you said, you love reading off of the teleprompter and doing that. So public speaking and standing up in front of people to speak doesn't have to be your main thing. It could definitely be something that you do on the side to kind of complement your career.
While in high school, those contacts with FBLA and stuff like that.
Yeah.
How do I get some?
Are you in FBLA?
No.
Talk to your DECA advisor and ask, whoever your DECA advisor is, and say, how can I be a part of FBLA? And she'll tell you, or he'll tell you.
The other things, what were they? FBLA?
FBLA, I can go back to the slide.
One I've heard of. And I didn't know you could do like talks and stuff like that?
Yeah, so all of the workshop presenters for this conference were volunteers.
Yeah.
So these are people that they either got reached out to or they submitted their thing to speak. And, I was a part of DECA and I was a part of FBLA. So it was just natural for me to, kind of feed back into you guys and to kind of give you guys insight of what my journey was. So it's a natural fit for me. And like, I use this as a proof of concept for speaking. So like most of the stuff that I addressed in this presentation was totally new. Like I'm trying out new content for like the other conferences that I speak at, like Build the House, that was new. Yeah, testing it out. All of these slides were new. Everything I'm clicking through, I added like this week, I added it. And then what else? This right here, the detailed, I added this last night. I'm like, yo, like I need to give them like a concrete something that they could look at and literally see like the steps. So like you gotta find something where you can get your reps in. That's what I always say, like get your reps in. And find it. But definitely start with FBLA. And you say you like public speaking, like you just like getting up in front of people. And what year are you again? You're a junior. You'll be in public speaking too. I think it's too late to join this year because we already had regionals because the first regional conference was last week. So definitely ask her about it so you can be set for next year. Because like I said, I didn't join FBLA until my senior year of high school. So you definitely have some time to do it.